and welcome back to the Graceful Tangle YouTube channel. So today I have a really exciting and a little bit of a different video for you guys today. So in this video I'm going to be walking you through organizing, reorganizing, straightening, going through all of the things of my yarn stash. So I have so much yarn. I love each and every skein. I have so many big plans for everything in my stash, but it was just getting out of hand, out of control. It was not organized. I have spent a lot of time over the past month kind of just going through my room and making it a little bit more applicable to this current stage in my life. So I created this video to kind of show you guys how I organized it, how the process went. It's a pretty, in-depth video and was filmed over the course of many days, because this is not something that I could do all in one day. It had to be done over weeks, honestly, just because of the, again, current stage that I am in life right now. But I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. I have mentioned this over the course of the video, but I will be having a separate video coming out soon on my channel for a full yarn room, bedroom tour. Really excited to film that. It's been, I think a little over a year now, maybe, since I filmed the last one, and it has completely changed since then, and I cannot wait to show you guys it in all of its glory, but I want to get it completely done first. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through just organizing my stash, and I hope you enjoy it. Alrighty guys, so it is Tuesday, May the 11th. I had to think a little bit hard about that. Anyway, so today is day one of yarn reorganization. I have gotten everything else just about done in my room, and the yarn was kind of the last big huge thing that I wanted to get done. So I don't have the time to dedicate an entire day to this whole ordeal. That I'm going to be kind of dividing it over the next few days, and then like editing this video all together and compiling everything into just one video and releasing it soon. So first of all, still getting over a cold. I apologize for my voice, but it can't be helped. So I have a whole list here. Not a whole list, but I have divided each of my shelves into one little section. I have a plan on how I'm going to organize. I have this table right beside me, almost completely clear, so that I can use it for putting yarn from the shelves onto this, just in between transfer. For the most part, the yarn isn't, all my yarn isn't completely unorganized. I mean, I've been through it recently, so that I'm not, going through every single thing and getting rid of a bunch. I'm really just organizing it. That's about it. So it's going to take a while. I want to do it, to the best of my ability, but I'm also really excited to get started. So today I'm just going to focus on, one section. So I have 3 big shelves. Each shelf has 3 sections, so there's like 9 altogether. Today I'm just focusing on really 1 or 2. It kind of depends on just how the yarn works out, really. But for the most part, I'm trying to focus on one specific shelf today. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so here are the yarn shelves right now without doing hardly anything to them. I haven't gotten started yet. So this shelf right here is going to become mostly fingering weight. So this is the shelf that I'm going to be focusing on right now in this little clip. I'm going to start out by completely emptying it, and then I am going to start moving the yarn from this shelf, which right now is mostly fingering, over to this section. I'm also going to be dividing each weight into fiber content. So I'm going to start off with the cotton up at the top and then move into acrylic and wool. For fingering, most of my fingering is like designed for socks, because that's typically what I use fingering weight yarn for. So the majority of it is wool. So that's what most of it is going to be. But like for worsted weight, I have lots of cotton, lots of acrylic, and lots of wool. So it'll be more divided as we
progress. But first off, I'm going to empty out this entire cubby. Okay, so I have already made a little bit of progress. I have completely cleared out and organized those top 2 cubbies. I have cotton fingering, which is obviously not much at all. That's just that one cubby. And then I put all of the donut style balls in those 2 cubbies just to make them look a little bit neater and all together. And now I'm about to move on to these 2 rows. Now, obviously, those are now empty. That's where most of that yarn was. And then, of course, the table is like a complete mess already. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to these 2 rows here. And I'm hoping to make a good bit more progress. I haven't quite decided what is actually going to go in those 2 cubbies yet. I think I'm going to move on to skein and cake form fingering weight balls, and then down here is going to be hank style. So let's see what we can do. Alrighty, so I have one shelf completely finished. That was my goal for the day. So just to go through it super quickly, I have cotton fingering weight here, a cotton blend, and then some more cotton blend. This is actually Knitpicks Lindy chain. So it's Lindy is linen and cotton. And then these are all wool, but they are the donut style balls. This is also wool, and it is the skein style. So I have some fleechy, some stroll tweed, and then Peyton's, some like specialty fingering weight, and then also stroll gradient is behind that. I have stroll variegated and tonal right here. It just seemed to flow well, and then down here is going to be the rest of the hank style, so it just seemed to work really well right there. And then I also have minis. I don't have much minis, so they are all located in that one little cubby, but they're all so cute. I love all of those little minis so much, so they have their own little cubby there. So the next step is next step is going to be moving everything that compiled onto the desk randomly into those cubbies to get it off the desk. But then the next step is going to be filling this cubby, but that will be a little bit later. Okay, so it is now the next day. It is Wednesday, May 12th. It's so hard to keep track. It's Wednesday, May 12th. And I've already gotten started today. I actually was not planning on having time to do this at all today, unless it was afternoon, but I had some plans that got canceled, so now I have a little bit of extra time. So I'm going to be spending it working on this huge, crazy, ridiculous job, but I've already gotten started a little bit. So on the table behind me, I have I'm actually looking at a cubby right now that I need to empty out, but I have most of the fingering weight hank style skeins on the table, and that is what is going to be in the next cubby. So I still have to completely empty that cubby, kind of in a difficult place at the present time, because it is just reaching the point where there's going to be yarn everywhere for a little bit. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Nope, you're not. Let's see. I don't know if I can adjust it with Okay, so this basket is, I filled it up yesterday. It has, the majority of it is cotton, and it is going to be getting on the shelf today as well, hopefully. The problem right now is I am trying to figure out what yarn is actually going to fit where, because so like for example, I have, let me just show you. Okay, this is so much easier when you're just looking at the shelf. So, let me back up here. This top cubby is completely done. It's awesome. It's pretty much exactly how I want it to be. And it is not going to change, I don't think. This is the cubby that I'm focusing on right now, and it is where all of this yarn is going to go. So I'm thinking it's all going to fit. I'm not entirely sure yet. Still have to figure that out, but that's where it's going to go. And then I'm thinking that this cubby is going to be either DK or potentially like specialty yarns. I haven't quite decided. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put DK here. I don't have very much of it, so I know it's all going to fit here. And then I'm hoping that this cubby will be cotton worsted weight, and then other worsted weights down here. So that's kind of my plan right now. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out by just emptying this cubby, and I'm honestly probably just going to put the yarn on the floor for now, because I might try to move it if I know exactly where it's going to go. I'm like, see, this right here is DK, and this is DK. Also, so is this. So I might just go ahead and move all of that down there, because that section is basically empty anyway. So we'll see. But today I'm hoping to make a good bit of progress. I have a good bit of time that I can spend on it right now. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have made so much progress. It might not look exactly like it, but I promise I have. So this entire shelf, except for whatever is hanging out, hold up. There we go. Okay, so this entire shelf right here is completely done. That needs to be straightened, it looks like a little bit, but other than that, it's completely done. This shelf is also completely done, which is super exciting. I need to vacuum because I have so many yarn scraps all over my floor right now. But these two shelves are completely done. This one still needs to be done. A lot of what is going to be on it is stuffed in that basket right now because I needed to clean off my floor because I am officially needing to move on to other things that I need to get done. But this first cubby is going to be finishing off the worsted weight acrylic section. It's going to be mostly Brava, actually, but I haven't done that quite yet. And then as soon as that is put on the shelf, the rest is going to be bulky, probably all the way down to here. And then this shelf is going to be more like a specialty. So I already have some tulle, I have some scrubby yarn, velvet yarn. I'm going to put my thread there. I have some there, but then I'm also going to be putting some more in. And yeah, I have some like special bulky yarns too, so those are going to go in that cubby as well. But it's looking so good. I'm so excited. It's so close to being done. We'll see when it's going to be finished. I might have some more time this afternoon to work on it, but until then, I'm going to get some other things done, and I will check in later with some more progress.
Hey guys! Okay, so this yarn organization process has been so long. It took me a very long time to kind of figure out where I wanted to put everything and just go through all of my yarn, decide what to keep and what not to keep. I have gone through it before, so I didn't get rid of too much this time at all. But I am so happy with the way that it turned out. Now, I will be doing a separate video coming soon for an updated full yarn room tour. So today I'm just going to focus on the yarn shelves themselves and kind of give you a little bit of a background on how they're organized in a way that works for me and the way that I search for yarn in my stash. But I'm going to be doing a much more thorough tour and kind of how I organize everything in this room very soon on my channel. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to kind of create and just update that video that I did about a year ago now. So we had a few trips along the way. Well, one trip. I was supposed to have more, but we had one trip that delayed the process. I was sick for a little while there, so lots of things kind of halted the production of this video, so it has been a really long time coming. I got a haircut halfway through it. It's been a crazy process, but I hope you still have enjoyed coming along with me and watching me organize all of this yarn. And today I'm just going to turn the camera around, show you a little bit of what it looks like now, and then again I will be doing a full yarn room tour here soon. So let's turn the camera around and get to it. Okay, so like I said, I just wanted to give you all a quick rundown of how the yarn is organized, and I'll be doing a more thorough version in the full yarn room tour. So this shelf, these two cubbies, are all fingering weight yarn. So I decided to organize all of my yarn mostly by weight and then go from fiber content as well. So up at the top is cotton fingering, and then the majority of my fingering is wool and wool blends, so that's what the rest of this is. And then if I scoot back here, this third shelf, let's just point the camera down as well. So this third shelf is the beginning of sport/DK weight. So I have cotton DK weights all along here, and then this is acrylic. It's a little bit of a specialty version. Excuse that bin, should have knocked that in place, but that's all right. Anyway, so that's mostly specialty DK. And then over here, again, excuse this window. I know it provides a bad glare, but working with what we got here. And then this entire shelf is worsted weight. So we have all of the cotton worsted, and then that goes all the way to about here. And then we have wool worsted, and then it goes into acrylic worsted as well, and that carries up into this next cubby. And then we have bulky starting along here, this row right here, and bulky goes basically all the way down. Now this last cubby right here is specialty yarns. So by that I mean I have some faux fur, I have some super bulky, I have a few cake yarns right here that I am just working through using. I don't have many at all. And then I have some velvet and some thread, and then this is some like bonnet blanket. So that's all specialty yarns, and that is basically it. So when I go to my yarn stash, I am almost always searching by weight, and so that was the easiest way for me to organize it. And then I decided to go through each fiber content as well. So I'm really excited with how this is organized, and I cannot wait to just see how well it works in the very near future. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me throughout this journey of organizing my yarn stash. It's a little bit crazy, there's a lot of it, but I absolutely love it and I would not have it any other way. I am so excited to continue working through my stash and making so many beautiful projects with all of this beautiful yarn. So let me know in the comments below how your yarn is organized. I think we can gain so much insight from each other. So be sure to leave your comment down below and educate others, and just tell us how your yarn is organized. So I will see you again soon, but until then, happy making.